All right, people. So we have a quadratic here. It's x squared. And so we can solve that by factoring. We could factor this and get it equal to 0. Or since there's another way to solve it by using what they call the square root principle. Okay, so what I could do, or square root property, I should say, what I could do is try to get this x squared by itself isolated. Now I'm going to use that when I just have one quantity squared by itself without, like I have an x squared, but there's no x. That's a good time to use it. So if I just added 66 to both sides, I'd get 5x squared equals 55. Then I divide by 5, and I'd get x squared equals 11. And then I'm going to take the square root of both sides and get x equals. Now, before I finish this, let's talk about two things. I went over the square roots. I went over what's the square root of 4? It's 2. Well, what's the square root of 5? Well, it doesn't break down. There's no pairs. So it's radical 5. What's the square root of 6? Well, it's 2 times 3. It's just radical 6. The square root of 7 is the square root of 7. The square root of 8, remember 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. So there's a pair of 2's. They come out, and then it's the 2 inside. What's the square root of 9? Well, 9 is 3 times 3, so a pair of 3's come out. What's the square root of 10? 10 is equal to 2 times 5. There's no pairs. There's no pairs there, so it just stays at square root of 10. Square root of 11 stays at square root of 11. So it's going to be square root of 11. But one other thing, when I take the square root, such if I gave you x squared equals 4, what squared equals 4? Well, a lot of you would say 2 squared is 4, right? But also negative 2 squared is also 4. So when I take the square root and I get x equals 2, I have to use the answer plus or minus. So when I took the square root of the x squared here, an unknown, x squared, anything with an x is unknown because we don't know what x is. On the other side, I have to use plus or minus. So my two answers are radical 11 and negative radical 11.